Oh, hello my beautiful babies. Welcome back again to my channel. And if this is your first time here, hi, my name is Joe Gomez and I had a powdery accident. All jokes aside, my beautiful babies, welcome back again. And if this is your first time here, get to know me. I am mostly a self-taught makeup artist. In this channel, we love everything that has to do with beauty, glitter, makeup. So if you're interested about makeup, beauty, skincare, hair, a little bit of fashion with a sprinkle of a little bit of a hair situation, this is gonna be the perfect place for you. So I kindly ask you, my beautiful baby, if you like what you see, I mean, right now it looks messy. I know that this is just not your typical intro, but you know, I'm a little bit different. I'm a little bit crazy over here, just do things unexpected and a little bit different. So I was like, you know what, I'm baking, I'm about to start filming, and what better way than show myself in the process. You've seen me barefaced many times before. You know that I don't get shy about that, so let's just go for it. Before we jump right into the video, let me kindly make you an invitation to please subscribe to my channel, to like, to share, and the extra little step, just like this tiny itty bitty step, activate the notifications bell, so every single time that I will be uploading a new YouTube video, YouTube will let you know that I've done so. Also, if you want to see everything that happens when I'm not filming, when I receive new products, new packaging, beautiful candid photos of my makeup looks, we also have lives, conversations, I share my opinions about products. Don't forget to follow me on my other socials, especially Instagram and Twitter. Those are the places where I'm a little bit more active, so don't forget to follow me as Joe Gomez Beauty, and in Twitter you can find me as Joe Gomez Beauty 1, the one and only, baby. So let's get going with the video. Okay, my beautiful babies, for today's video you have no idea. My heart is about to jump out of my chest. I'm super excited to have my first time. And I know you're gonna be like, first time is only supposed to happen once, right? But every single time that I try something new from a brand that I've never tried before, it becomes my very first time with a brand. Today we have a very highly requested and anticipated brand for me I was dying to try for so many years. Feels like an accomplishment, and I wanted to share that with you because I was able to get my hands on the one and only Natasha Denona. Today we're gonna be playing with Natasha Denona's formula and an eyeshadow palette, and I know that right now I need to cool off, keep calm and collected, but my beautiful babies, you just have no idea how happy I am to be trying these products for the first time. This is not the latest collection. I know, I'm as usual a little bit late to the party. You know that here in Mexico to get the products like firsthand is a little bit more tricky, a little bit more complicated, and also in this channel we're on a budget, so I always have to struggle a little bit more and to save money to get the products that you see on my videos, because I buy everything myself with my hard-earned teacher money. Today we're gonna be playing with Natasha's formula, and I'm gonna tell you so many stories, things about this brand, so many interesting facts about Natasha herself, the company, the brand, packaging, formulas, everything. So I'm so excited, and I know that by the thumbnail you already know which palette am I talking about, and of course it's the one and only Natasha Denona, the Love Palette. Yay! So excited about this one. Oh my god. You guys, when I received it on the mail and the box came into my house, it was a whole vibe, it was an experience. I wanted to throw a party, and I know that a lot of people would be like, what are you talking about? I just want to show my excitement for beauty and my passion for makeup, because I think you're seeing it right now, and I know that I'm rambling and I'm a little bit too much right now, and I really need to calm myself. But let's just appreciate the box for a quick little second over here, because we're about to unwrap this baby and play with it. Of course, I already took a look, but I promise you I didn't do anything with the palette. I decided to save it, open it with you, to swatch it with you. You know that here we love swatch parties. So we're gonna have a swatch party, and we're gonna apply this beautiful baby on my beautiful eyelids. As you can see, I already prepped my face. All my makeup is done. This is my concealer. I like it bright and powdery. Just kidding, my beautiful babies. I'm gonna be getting rid of all of this extra powder. I'm just baking cause I wanna be crusty AF. No, I really need to dust away this powder. Let's just get her out of the packaging. This is the box that it comes in. This is the Love Palette eyeshadow palette, Palette d'Ombre aux Paupières by Natasha Denona. In the box, we can find a lot of information about the company. We can find the shade names. We can find extra information about the matte shadows. It says how to use, which I find super helpful, especially for people who are beginners and are about to start with makeup. So I think that this is super good. And it says apply with fluffy eyeshadow brushes. And the other formula, the metallic duochrome or chroma crystal eyeshadows. So interesting. Apply with dense eyeshadow brushes for subtle finish. For high payoff, foiled finish, apply with a damp eyeshadow brush or with the tip of your finger. You know that I love to use my fingers for my metallics, my shimmers, and my duochromes. The payoff you get is a little bit more extreme. And my beautiful babies, I don't even want to damage the packaging or the box, so I'm struggling a little bit to open her up. Let's go the other side, shall we?
Okay, so
this is the end of the video, my beautiful babies. She doesn't want to be on camera. I really don't want to tear off this beautiful packaging, the box that it comes in. Oh my god, I'm really struggling. Can you even believe that? I always love to keep the boxes in my palettes just because you never know. What if I get the chance to move to another country? What if I get the chance to go on a trip and I want to extra care and extra protect my palettes? Of course, I want to be super careful with the packaging and the way that I store them. This is Natasha's Love Palette. Let me just grab a tissue because I want to clean her up. We don't want her to be dirty. We want her to look her best. So all of you, my beautiful babies, can appreciate this pinky moment. This is the packaging that it comes in. If you put or grab it with your fingertips, you're gonna be getting it dirty. Totally normal. It's plastic. What I love about this kind of hard plastics, the glossiness that it has, the logo, it has the name of the palette, the Love Palette, and it also says Natasha Denona. Once you open it, you're gonna find this beautiful mirror that it comes in. It has a very nice size. I love that. A very good quality one. One of the things that really caught my eye with this palette when I first got it is that it didn't come with a protective plastic on the mirror. Those kind of plastics that you can peel off. It didn't come with one of those. So I was just like, okay, that's interesting, but nothing to complain about. This is the color scheme or the color setup. I love just the theme, the colors, everything is love related. You will be falling in love again when using this palette. And I think that this is a very cool palette for Valentine's Day, but also for all of my pink lovers and all of the mauvey, purpley, champagne, coral, metallics, duochrome, and we also have a lot of intensity with this type of shades, so we're gonna be going over them in just a minute. In the meantime, while I prepare my arm, I want to give you a few facts about Natasha Denona. First one is, how did I get around to find out about this company or Natasha herself? And it was due to the iconic to me, and I know that she's very controversial in the YouTube community. To me, she's one of the OG YouTubers, beauty content creators, and that is the one and only Chatty Westbrook. I love her so much, and I know that she may have taken really, how can we call them, strange, bizarre decisions when it comes to the way she was conducting herself and the people she was having friendships with and the way things turned out and the way things ended. I know that that's so bittersweet to me, but I always like to appreciate people based on their talents, the way they behaved for so many other years. So I think that that sort of creates this balance for me where I really admire and appreciate everything that Tati did for the beauty community. She was one of the girls that really built this YouTube beauty community like we know it today. So I do have opinions when it comes to everything that happened to Jeffree Star. I mean, I feel so weird saying that name just because it is the first time, my beautiful babies, that I do speak a little bit about him and James Charles and everything that happened. I have my personal opinion when it comes to the scandal and everything that happened afterwards. I don't know, opinions belong to the people who have them, so I'm gonna save my opinion for myself. The opinion that I have just didn't change the way I felt about Tati. I don't know if that makes any sense for you. It makes sense for me. I'm gonna start removing all of this crazy bake. I don't want to be baking forever. Adding an extra step before we move on with actual application foundation. As you can see, my face is super matte. I left this powder for quite a while. I was telling you that I don't have anything against any of the people involved. I mean, if you made a mistake and if you committed a crime like the one that James Charles is being accused of, there will be consequences for everything we do in life. There's a consequence and people should pay for their actions. That is not even debatable, not even up for discussion. People should be just taken accountable of everything they decide to do, whether if it's good, whether if it's wrong. I'm just torn about that. Okay, enough of me talking about that. It's not because I don't like to share my opinions with you, but it has to do more with the fact that I just don't want to talk about negative stuff on my channel, at least not now. We're gonna have plenty of room to talk about things that I have a disagreement with the beauty community and influencers and makeup brands and systems and products and all of that. We're gonna get there eventually. Right now, I just wanted to show you that my channel is a place for love and appreciation. Of course, if you don't agree with me or don't like to follow the same people that I like to follow, for example, Chatty, if you don't like her as a person, as a content creator, that's totally fine. I mean, that's your personal opinion and I will always respect that. But I think we should be a little bit more forgiving when it comes to people's mistakes, because guess what? We're people, you're human, I'm human, we're all human, we all make mistakes. We should be given chances, you know, to just improve and grow and get better and take smarter and better decisions. And I know that a lot of people is gonna be like, oh my god, why do you care so much? It's just like drama. Drama happens all the time. And I agree, drama happens all the time. In this case, and maybe one day I'll decide to record a video about Tati Westbrook. You will be like, wait, what? Do you have something to do with her? No, of course I don't. I do have an anecdote with Tati Westbrook that it's so magical and amazing to me. Maybe I'll share that. She was one of the reasons why I started YouTube. I've always loved beauty and doing makeup on other people. I've always told you that. She was one of the main influencers that really influenced me to start on YouTube. Everything about her is just so polished and perfect, and she was a real role model for me. She was like my idol, you know, when you idolize someone so much that you admire that person and you just want to be sort of like her. So she was that person to me. So it was very sad, everything that happened. Life happens, and a lot of people is saying there was a rumor recently that she's gonna come back because people saw her taking photos with fans. So now people think she's gonna come back, and I do believe she's gonna come back. Not the way we think she's gonna come back, but I do believe she's gonna come back. I don't know. What do you think? Will she come back? Won't she? I don't know. But okay, let's talk about this beautiful palette, this beautiful collection. And I know that you will be wondering, like, Joe, what does Tati Westbrook have to do with Natasha Denona and you having the love palette? So let me tell you, when I was binge watching Tati's videos back in the day, you know, she was just like everything she was uploading, I was just watching it because I love Tati so much. Just wanted to watch all of her videos, and she was the one who was mentioning a lot on her videos Natasha Denona. She was always like, oh, Natasha this, Natasha that. She came up with a new palette, she did this, she did that, and I wanted to be a little bit more involved and a little bit more informed when it came to that. I remembered that she was showing all of Natasha's palettes and she was always reviewing both her and also Pat McGrath Labs, and that's how I found out about these brands. But at first, of course, I was like, oh my god, that must be like really expensive. They looked expensive, they are expensive. That's the reason why I think not a lot of people know who Natasha is, but she's just a wonderful makeup artist. Let me give you more information about her while we prepare for the swatches. Let me just roll up my sleeves and let's get going with the swatch parties. I've already rolled up my sleeve and I have my forearm ready, clean, lotion free. Today I think I want to do it just like this to show you, and my arm won't fall out because when I stand up and I maintain my arm in this position, I feel like it's about to fall off. This is my first one. This was a gift that I gave to myself. As many of the products that I have, I always have this excuse for giving myself presents, you know, and what a better present for me than makeup for my YouTube channel, my content, my IG. Go follow me, Joe Gomez Beauty. We have a lot of fun. Then buying new makeup. With Natasha, you have endless options. Trust me when I tell you that. She has a ton of them and she keeps coming with more. The latest one is the Zendo palette. That one looks so good. My goal was the bronze one, let me tell you that. But I couldn't get it because it was sold out, so I had to wait a little bit more to get that one here in Mexico in the store that I got it from. I tried to order it myself from Natasha's website and she ships to Mexico. That's amazing and crazy to me. She ships to Mexico, but once you get it here in customs, they retain your package. You cannot get it. There's no way. You need a special permission, a special format. You need to, it's just like, it's stupid. Mexico's customs, are you listening? That's bullshit. Like, Mexico has so many regulations when it comes to formulas, especially makeup, if they come from other places. To me, that's absurd because a lot of companies resell these products. So it shouldn't be like this, but it is what it is. I want to read you some information about Natasha herself. A lot of people don't know her. People do know her brand, but they don't know her as an artist or as a person, and that's a little bit crazy to me. So this is her website. Natasha, please don't sue me. There's a section where you go and it says Natasha's work. You have all of these beautiful photos of Natasha's makeup. I mean, her makeup looks are just so stunning, so incredible. This is Natasha Denona, in case you didn't know her, and it says passionate, hard worker, perfectionist. I agree. For over 20 years, Natasha Denona has been working as an award-winning makeup artist and entrepreneur, perfecting an iconic range of techniques and formulas. As creative director and founder of Natasha Denona Makeup, she has drawn from her unique skills to personally develop never before seen formulas made of the highest quality ingredients available. Exploding onto the market, her luxury line of trend-setting products has quickly achieved cult status in the global beauty market, and I agree. She started with, I believe, eyeshadows and palettes and powders, and now she is this super multi-billion-dollar company that has a lot of products to offer to the consumers and beauty and makeup lovers and addicts like you and me. So designed for professional makeup artists and makeup enthusiasts alike. Hello, hi, present. Her groundbreaking formulas are at the forefront of modern beauty. She was born in Croatia in 1970 and raised in Germany. Natasha, pay attention to this, inherited a love for the arts and a keen scientific mind from her mother, a chemist and technical illustrator who would often bring Natasha with her to the lab. A student of dance from a young age, Natasha's first experience with makeup artistry happened backstage, where she showed a precocious ability to apply her own stage makeup in a few years' time while performing as a soloist under renowned French director Jérôme Savary. Oh my god. Natasha was creating innovative stage looks for the entire company, entering the world of high fashion as a model. So that's the second interesting fact about Natasha Denona, my beautiful babies. A little bit less known by a lot of people. She was a model back in the day when she was younger. She's flawless. She's so beautiful to me. She has this perfect Italian look when it comes to women. You know, Italian women, so beautiful with this very sharp and defined features. I love Italian women, but I prefer Italian men. I need to be honest. At the age of 18, her makeup skills continued to evolve, absorbing all there was to learn behind the scenes, fashion shows and shoots. She studied every detail, developing a heightened awareness of texture, color, and how light interacts with the face. I just want to read the last part. With a client base that ran the spectrum from ordinary women to supermodel Bar Raffaelli, she is super top model. She was dating Leonardo DiCaprio, so just take a look at that. Natasha noticed a demand for products that bridged the technological savvy makeup artist's kit with the ease of everyday makeup, from early experiences in her mother's lab to years spent working with women around the world. Natasha drew from her unique skill set to personally develop never-before-seen formulas made of the highest quality ingredients, exploding onto the market. Natasha's elevated eyeshadow palettes flew to the top of a must-have list, including Allure's Best of Beauty 2018, and a cult following was born, richly pigmented, highly blendable, easy to use, and comfortable for the everyday woman to wear, and also men. These palettes form the cornerstone of her brand. Following on the heels of this success, Natasha continues to bring trend-setting formulations from the lab to an ever-growing fan base, while also sharing her skills at events like Sephora, while she presented top-rated masterclasses in 2018 and 2019. Oh my god, that would be a dream to be with her, learning her techniques and tips, and during popular appearances at the makeup show. From social media tutorials to online engagement, she balances the role of educator and innovator and remains devoted to helping makeup lovers around the world to tell their own individual beauty story. And I love that. I love to tell my story through makeup, through art, through inspiration, especially as a guy in makeup. Sometimes it's a little bit more challenging for people to see you as someone who can provide a lot for this community. Overall, my beautiful babies, Natasha's work is she's just a trendsetter and a trailblazer, and she's one of those women that I really admire so much. I wanted this video to be a little bit different who Natasha Denona is, both as an artist and also as a brand. I wanted to introduce Natasha for a lot of people who maybe don't know who Natasha Denona is, about her line and her products, her makeup and everything. So I just hope that I did a good job just by giving you this very brief introduction about her. Of course, her brand has hits and misses like any other brand. Nothing can be perfect since you're working with chemicals and formulas, and you know, sometimes you get different reactions formula to formula from other products, but that's completely normal. The important thing here is just to try it out and just to appreciate the artistry. That is what I love about her. I feel her line is always evolving, always going up, and always just becoming this timeless makeup line, you know, that can be worn by everyone, and I feel that is inclusive. But my dear Natasha, I just would like to see more men in your campaigns and also on your social media, just because I believe that male artists and creators, we deserve a little bit more recognition by international brands like yours. So yeah, this is my little homage to Natasha. Now it's time to move on with the swatches, and let's get going with this video because I don't want it to last forever. I mean, I could be here forever if you want me to, and I'm gonna start with the first row. I'm gonna go with first. This one says first, so, and I'm gonna be using this hand to be swatching the product, showing you here all of the colors. On my forearm, this is the first and it's called first. Let's go in a second time to see how pigmented it is. Pigmented, creamy, beautiful. This is like, I believe this is a cream to powder formula. She's very famous for that. And the second one is lifetime. Okay, so do you believe that love lasts a lifetime? Whoa, this is like a shimmer metallic, a very intense one, so pretty, and not a lot was left on my finger. That's always a good sign. The next one is heartbeat, sort of like burnt brown terracotta shade, so pigmented. Take a look at that. Oh my god, that's beautiful. It's almost like these are the kind of shades and tones that I really enjoy. This is more like a metallic and this is transparent, just like I always plan to be with you. Transparent and honest. I believe I didn't go a second time for the other one. That is transparent second time, and I'm gonna go again with heartbeat. The last one, this is called trust, and I trust it's gonna be good. So yeah, this is trust. This feels like the formula of cream to powder. I'm so sorry if this one was a little bit messy. I have no idea why didn't I use this arm instead of this one. You know, just wacko. There you go. The first 5, they look so good. I'm ready to move on with the second row, and we're gonna start with this beautiful shade, and this is gonna be hard all the way to blind. You know, love is blind. That's what people say, and I couldn't agree more. Baby, I was so blind when I was in love with that jacket. Let's start with art next to trust. There's just one, super pigmented. This is a red matte shade. We're gonna move on with giving, a duochrome. This is so beautiful. A little bit more over here. Feels so creamy, buttery, soft to the touch. It has a lot of glitter. There's one interesting fact about Natasha's palettes, and is that you can customize your palette and you can actually move them. This is pure love. This is just one swatch. This is the second time. Take a look at that. Gorgeous. You can customize your Natasha Denona experience in your palettes by just sticking something pointy over here in this little hole. Okay, and then you can just grab the shadow out and then you can move it to another palette. If you have a Z palette, you just can rearrange the way you want to work with them, I think. So that's interesting. The last finger, and this is the shade Commitment. This is the darkest one. What's this? I think that this is a cream to powder formula as well. We're gonna put it here. Super pigmented, almost like a plum, really dark shade, but a very one. I'm so sorry if I'm totally butchering all of the swatches. Here, I'm gonna be applying that one here, and that's gonna be lined. The silver shade feels so pigmented. Oh my god, this is so foiled. What about this shade? So beautiful, my beautiful babies.
So beautiful, my beautiful babies.
They're a little bit smudged now. Only 5 to go. I'm gonna be swatching them here. Swatching is a little bit complicated, and I know that I'm not a super pro at it, but just give me a break. Okay. I'm already thinking about the look. Of course, I have a vision of what I want to do. I want to play with as many shadows as I can for you, my beautiful babies, as usual. Swatching the last row, and I'm gonna be starting with Soul. This is like a terracotta shade. It's not as intense as Heartbeat. It's this one over here, but it's intense as well. It's super pigmented. Take a look at my finger. They even stain your fingers, which is good. I like that. We're gonna go with Passion. This is a beautiful metallic shade, and I'm gonna be swatching it here. Whoa, 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 whoa. The dog said. Take a look at that. Second time, Passion. We're gonna move on to Intense, just like me. Intense, baby. And this is like a pinky, like a mid-tone. This one is a warm pink. Beautiful. We're almost done. This is Valentine. And I'm noticing that some of these eyeshadows stained my fingers. How crazy is that? I believe that this one is a cream to powder formula. It feels like that. It feels powdery but also creamy. So beautiful. Second time. Last but not least, I'm gonna be going over with Dream. This is a beautiful purple shade. I don't know if it's matte. Yeah, it's matte. Cream to powder formula. I can feel it to the touch. It's just amazing how once you start working with makeup, my beautiful babies, you get to know a lot of different formulas and you can already identify when a brand has those formulas. This is the last row. These are the first 10. First, Lifetime, Heartbeat, Transparent, Trust, Heart, Giving, Pure Love, Commitment, this one, Blind, Soul, Passion, Intense, Valentine, and Dream. I am surprised. I have to admit, first impressions look so promising. So far so good. My mind is already blown. The way these eyeshadows feel to the touch is super interesting. They're so creamy and buttery, and this cream to powder formula has already gotten me super excited. So I just can't wait to apply it on these lids. That's just what's about to happen, baby. I want to play especially with these shadows over here, this area. A little bit of the purple on my lower lash line. I want to deposit that shadow Valentine on my crease, especially on the inner corner. So I'm gonna be going with Valentine. It does have a little bit of kick off, as we can see over there, but I'm mainly gonna be applying it here. For eye primer, I decided to use this Beauty Creation, back again, Beauty Creations eyeshadow base or color base primer. Just not obsessed with it today. It was just like, it felt like a little bit oily and I wasn't super happy about that. Right now I'm just applying this one over here. Applying with a Jaclyn Hill X Morphe collab in the JH number 33. I'm only going to be working one eye on camera to speed up the process because this video is already a little bit long. Moving with this JH number 33 with Intense, this one, okay? Let's just see how pigmented this one is. These are powdery. They have a lot of, they're not so firmly pressed. I believe I like that. They blend super effortless, especially on the center of my crease, diffusing and marrying the first shadow with this one. I'm not putting anything on my lid right now because I'm going to be applying a shimmer or a metallic. I'm going to be building intensity, so I think that I want to go for this beautiful terracotta, sort of like pinkish mauvey shade over here. I'm going to be grabbing it with the Sephora brush, and I want to see how pigmented this one is. I want to start working with this one in circles on my outer B. What? Looks purple. This is very interesting. Looks like pinky on the pen, but once you apply it, it looks super purple. Doesn't look bad. It's just that, I don't know. It's just not what I was expecting. I don't know. So I think I'm gonna switch gears and I'm gonna go with Heartbeat. This one over here, the terracotta one. And I'm gonna be stamping the product. Wow, yeah. Just very slowly working my way up to the crease, but I don't want to be losing intensity because I do want this look to be super intense, and I'm gonna be lining with transparent, the darkest shade. I'm enjoying a lot the process of applying these eyeshadows. I just want to play with color today with the shades. I love the way you can build the intensity with this one, with this palette, with these shadows over here. But I want to stop there and then barely touching the outer part just because I really want to pull out this look, just fading it. I already love the way it looks. I'm gonna go back to the shade Intense to add a little bit more intensity here. Remember, we're playing, we're having fun, we're having the time of our life. I just want to see how these eyeshadows are going to behave next to each other. All you have to do is just like press in the formula here if you want to have a lot of payoff. And then if you want to blend the edges, just go very, very softly. This is the ideal way to work with these eyeshadows. And I watched a bunch of Natasha tutorials where she was doing exactly this, and I just fell in love. I want to go one more time with Heartbeat, pressing this one and blending the edges just to marry everything onto my outer corner and just flicking it. I'm just a little bit stoked or caught off guard. I want to go with this red shade because my beautiful babies, I need it. Like, I cannot go without using that one. I'm being risky over here, applying it with this Too Faced brush. You know that I love this one because it's linted, but I just love it to apply and deposit color. This one is really red, almost no fallout if you grab it with a brush like this. I just want to be on top with this one. I'm stamping it, and then whatever is left, I'm just dragging it up barely over here because I do want to have a hue of this reddish shade. Oh my god, this shade already transformed the entire look and just took it to another dimension, which I'm all for it. Oh my god, I'm just like, whoa. I just want to see how a little bit of commitment is going to work for lining. So I want to see how would this look, and if I can pull out to do a wing with the shadow. Yeah, I totally can, and I will, but not just now. But I'm having a little bit of fallout. I want to get rid of that, and now I'm gonna go with the shimmer. I want to go for Giving, grabbing this one, the Jacqueline Hill in collaboration with Morphe, the JH number 42, the 41, sorry, working with this one, transparent first. No tamping my brush. I'm just gonna be going with this one over here. This is pretty, especially on top of the pink. I'm gonna be going with Giving. I really need to. This one feels really buttery, almost crumbles. And I'm just gonna be pressing. I do think I need to damp my brush or just go with my finger. Right now, what I want to do is highlight a little bit my brow bone with a matte shadow. This one first, this creamy beigey tone, because I already have a lot of action going on underneath. So I always tell you that I love to put this lightest bit over here to clean my eyebrows a little bit more. And lately I've been loving the matte highlighted brow bone. What I did notice was a lot of fallout. So I am a little bit worried because I already have my makeup. I just want to secure it and protect it a little bit more. I want to be applying a little bit of powder. I want to try as many shadows as possible. I've already tried a bunch. What I want to do now is to line my eyes with commitment. I want to create some sort of a wing moment with this one. I want to have like a cream eyeliner, and I'm going to go with this one. This is my Oriflame Sweden, the High Impact Eye Pencil in the shade. I know that this is going to be unusual. This is Urban Gray. I think that this is going to complement the eyeshadow. It's a little bit glittery. So let's see. How do I feel? And it's so reflective. You see it? Oof, this is beautiful. I'm gonna be working with this brush. This is by Jordani Gold by Oriflame Cosmetics as well. And I'm gonna be going with Commitment. Maybe I'm gonna be losing a little bit of the glitter from the eyeliner, but I honestly don't mind because the one that I'm really curious to try out is the shadow. And it's very interesting because it's like a dark plum. Natasha,
Hello.
I'm such a fan. I was a fan before of your concepts, everything you do. I am even more of a fan of your products. The quality, top notch. Now I get it. Why is it so expensive? Let's be real, my beautiful babies. These are not cheap by any means. And that's why I love them as well. When a product is good, works well, delivers, I mean, you can forgive so many things. Now that I've applied it, it has this plum, like a purplish sheen on it. That is, it's beautiful. Bam. This is with the wing liner. Oh my god, I'm so in love with this eyeshadows, my beautiful baby. So in love. But let's work on the lower lash line before I move on with the other eye, because I really want to show you a full complete look. Of course, this is not gonna be the only one that I'm gonna be creating. You can follow me on IG. I'm planning to do a live because I really want to try these products and these formulas and everything. I want to start applying a little bit of Valentine. Okay, so I'm gonna be applying Valentine once again all over my lower lash line to sort of like a base with the JH51 Jaclyn Hill X Morphe, my faves. This one over here. Want to see if this is the right shade, if this is the right brush, and if not, don't worry, we can grab something a little bit more fluffy. This is DJH32. This is a little bit more fluffy. I really want to be fluffing this color all the way here. I just want to have this very romantic appearance, this very nice pink hue all over my lower lash line, because then bam, we're gonna go with purple. But I'm feeling the fantasy. I think I want to go for this one. This is the JH40. This is a blending brush, but I love it because it's super dense, because I want to see level of pigmentation. Okay, no, this is not gonna be the brush. If you really want pigment, you need to go with a pencil brush. I'm gonna go for this one. This is by Sephora Collection, and I'm gonna be sort of like pressing in this eyeshadow as if it was a little bit of a liner moment all the way. Whoa. And it's showing through super beautiful and nicely. Yeah, if you really want to get full pigmentation of these eyeshadows, you need to go for something that is really densely packed. This purple, my beautiful babies, is just not very intense. What I mean by that, it's more like a lilac-y color. Like, I'm just gonna be blending the edges over here a little bit more, because I want to have that pink hue over there. Applying this shade Trust here to connect this depth and this darkness over here with whatever's going on in this side. Remember, right now my look is just not super structured because I'm just playing, my beautiful babies. I'm just having fun with this pencil brush, the JH39 JH X Morphe. Now I just need to remember all of the steps that I followed on this look, and that's gonna be interesting. Wow. And I want to be applying this one like a liner. Good. Only on the outer part. Blending the edges. And voila! What do you babies think of this eye makeup? I used that beautiful gray eyeliner like a base, but you don't really need it. With this eyeshadow, you can do it all. I want to create this cat eye even more, so I'm gonna go here. Super edgy. I'm feeling it. And I'm good to go. Let me go, put on some mascara, set of lashes, finish of course the other eye, and then I have another wonderful surprise for all of you, my beautiful babies. I'm loving this. Alright, my beautiful babies, this is almost the final result and the final reveal of this beautiful makeup that I created with the now iconic Natasha Denona Love Palette. I'm just so in love with this Love Palette. Let me tell you that. The color scheme, I mean, right now my palette already looks used and abused from all of the swatcheroo party and also the application. I tried to use as many shadows as I could. The only one that I didn't use was Lifetime Blind this foiled metallic silvery shade, but I used all of the other shades. I really tried to emulate and replicate a little bit of Natasha DENONA'S technique. She pulls out the eyes a lot, very dramatic, especially on the outer corners with a lot of different eyeshadows, and I'm gonna show you the final reveal in just a minute. But I think this look needs a little bit of glow, a little bit of something. I don't have any highlight or blush. I just have my bronzer, my contour. I let my hair on the loose. Let me know if you like this vibe. My hair is growing a little bit more, but maybe it's gonna be time to trim it a little bit. It's getting too long and too crazy. I love the way it looks, my beautiful babies, but let's be honest, sometimes longer hair is a little bit more complicated to deal with and to calm and just to accommodate and just to deal with on the daily basis, especially now in the hot weather months. It feels a little bit heavy on the head, but I'm loving the fantasy. I love my highlights. I've tried to take such good care of them. What do you guys think? Would you like me to give you tips, my beautiful girls out there, or my beautiful boys with longer hair? Would you like to receive some tips from Auntie Joe? Let us know. Now it's time to add a little bit of glow, and I'm gonna go with my trusty Natasha DENONA the Love Palette. Yay, the Love Glow palette. I also got this one. Maybe I already spoiled this one on the thumbnail, or maybe I didn't and I was saving it as a little bit of an extra surprise for all of you, my babies. But I also got this one, and I forgot to mention at the beginning that the iconic Love palette retails for $65. This one is not for sale. Sometimes it is for sale on special occasions, but the beautiful Love Glow Cheek palette retails for $55. These products are expensive, $65 plus $55, and I got it here in Mexico. It was even more pricey, my beautiful babies, to be able to get these gems. But like I said at the beginning, I decided to treat myself. It was Teacher's Day. I'm a teacher, you know that's my daytime job, and I decided to indulge myself into the pleasure of trying something new. And I had been wanting to try these products out for such a long time, and I was really picky and I was really thinking about what to choose from Natasha's website, and I think that I made the right choice. I mean, when you see this eyes, baby, this looks so editorial, so high-end, so smoky, so sultry, so beachy, so cunty, so sexy, feeling the fantasy. But we need to complement it with a beautiful glow. That's why we have this gorgeous palette. This is the box that it comes in, this pinky shade with this bold metallic letters, the NT logo. Are you ready for this? This is the palette. Take a look at this glitter, so reflective and beautiful. Looks like diamonds strapped already in the packaging. It comes with this hard case. You can see it, it's like double-sided. I don't know how to describe it, but it has this watery inside where you can see the glitter. When you shake it, it reminds me a lot of Barbie and a lot of dolls. Very girly and interesting packaging. I think that this packaging is one of the most beautiful packagings I've seen in cosmetics. This is the way it looks on the inside. Take a look, my beautiful babies, how stunning these shades are. It comes with a blush, it comes with a highlighter, another highlighter, and this one that is a topper. These are creams. This is more like a cream blush. Then it comes with this beautiful sort of like gel-based highlighter, powder highlighter, and this is more like a little bit, I wouldn't like to say chunky, but a little bit more glittery one. You lift up this cap over here, and then you have your creams. You protect them so they won't dry. Looks so stunning. Should we swatch? Of course, baby. Glow cream base that is sort of like a blush. Very nice texture. It says that you can apply it with your fingertips or with a damp sponge. This is the shade Glow Cream Base. Then we have Super Glow. Oh my god. What? I mean, you've got to be kidding me. It's like pinky coralish, so beautiful. Then we have Glow Impact Powder. Oh, the imprint. Goodbye, beautiful imprint. This is the shade. Take a look at this. Oh my god, these are the kind of highlighters that I die for. Finally, the diamond powder. This is a little bit more chunky, but so beautiful. Looks almost wet. This is the way it looks, all 4 of them. That is the swatcheroo. Let me clean my hand. I don't want to ruin my makeup. It's gorgeous right now. Let's follow directions of application. In the back of the palette, it says recommended use or how to use. It says number 1. Apply the glow cream base on high points of cheeks with a finger makeup sponge highlighting brush. In this side of my face, I'm gonna do it with a sponge. I have this damp beauty blender over here. In the other one, I'm gonna do it with a brush, but not just any brush. Today we're gonna be debuting for the first time this beautiful Makeup Forever highlighter brush. I got this one 2.5 years ago, almost 3 years ago. I was saving it for a very special palette. What better occasion to get this one out of the box than the Natasha DENONA'S experience, right? Let's just go for it. I'm gonna be grabbing my sponge, lifting up this plastic lid over here, and then I'm just gonna be heating the product just like this, picking a little bit and applying it on the highest points of my face, just here, like a blushing moment. Oh my god. And I have powder and contour. I have a lot of powder, my beautiful babies, because I was sort of like baking. Take a look at this. I already love the result this one gives you without anything else on top. Of course, I need the whole shebang, the 4 meal course, everything. It's mirroring my contour beautifully. Let's go on the other side of my face with the brush. Here, bam, bam, bam. I feel it's not picking that much up. Now I'm gonna apply it. Doing this is stamping motions. I don't want to be dragging the product. It's applying beautifully as well. Either way, if you apply it with a brush or a sponge, even your fingertips, it's gonna look super, super beautiful. You can achieve a little bit more coverage with the brush, but it messed up a little bit of my foundation, created a little bit of an irregular texture. I'm not a fan of that, so I don't think that I'm gonna continue with the brush. Through and through, these products have really impressed me. We're gonna move on to the next product. Number 2, follow with the Super Glow to achieve a radiant gloss-like finish to the skin using highlighting brush. Super Glow is sort of like pinky coralish shade, and I'm gonna go with the brush this time, but I'm gonna be like a little bit subtle because it packed a lot of pigment. Are you seeing what I see? It's like a blush, like a topper, iridescent. It has different particles, gold, champagne, a little bit of pink. Babies, I feel like a kid in a candy shop. You just have to stamp it in. I can already see that iconic Natasha DENONA glow, and I'm all about it. You know that I love my highlight and I love bling bling highlighters. The way that this is looking. Number 3. Apply the Glow Impact Powder for High Shine Evening Glam using highlighting brush or finger. This one over here, so let's just close the lid. Bye for now. We're gonna move on to this one. Is it picking it up? This is so interesting. Like, it's just something so new for me, so different. Okay. I'm not seeing that much of a difference, am I? Are you babe seeing the difference? I think that I really had to scrape in. Oh, I can see the difference now, but this one is a little bit more golden. This is like your regular highlighter. Complements the other shades in such a beautiful way, stunning together or separately. I just love the way the glow cream base looked on its own. I think that I'm gonna be wearing that a lot for the no makeup days. Grabbing a little bit more. Your girl over here, I'm so extra. Just want to be glowing for the guts. Grabbing a little bit with my fingertip, and I'm gonna be on the tip of my nose. It's a very finely milled highlighter. Just a very nice formula. Take a look at that. I'm already glowing for the guts. And there's one step ahead. For a crystalline, sparkling glow, apply the diamond powder using your fingertip. So fingertip ready. Hello. The diamond powder, this one over here, looks like candy sugar, like powder sugar, glitter sugar. Do you like Sugar Rush on Netflix? I love that show. The mirror has this protector. That's what I was telling you earlier. It really caught my eye, the fact, and I found interesting that this one comes with a protector plastic, but the palette does not. I don't know, just weird to me to see, you know? So I'm gonna be going.
Oh my god.
So far, this is the first time I've ever had. First one, ColourPop for the win. That video is so special and that palette is so special. Actually, today I found out that the Sweet Talk palette from ColourPop is their best-selling palette of all time. And I was just like, wait, what? That's crazy to me, my beautiful babies. I just picked that one because I found it so beautiful. You just have to stamp it in. A little bit on the chin, tiniest bit on my snoosh. I think it's time for a little bit of posing with this beautiful makeup and these wonderful products, don't you think? This is the final look with these beautiful, gorgeous, amazing, incredible products. The Natasha Denona, the Love Glow Cheek Palette, and the Love Palette. This is the mid-size. Natasha has larger palettes that retail for $129. Her most recent launch was the Circle Loco eyeshadow palette. That one is just so beautiful, full of color. I'm planning on getting it ASAP. Just fell in love with this formula and everything, packaging. This idea of you being able to reorganizing and just customizing your own palettes, quality, the size of the mirror, the fact that you can completely fold them flat so you can hold them like this and just do your makeup. I just fell in love with the packaging. It feels light, but at the same time it has like a very nice weight. It feels sturdy, it feels high-end. The plastic is super good quality, does not feel flimsy whatsoever. I love the details, the red accent and framing all over the eyeshadow palette, the black piano base. This color scheme is everything. This is a very lustrous plastic, so of course when you put your hands on it, your fingerprints are gonna be all over the packaging, but I mean you can clean them and they're gonna be good. This palette feels so heavy, sturdy. This idea of putting the watery, glittery sort of like fantasy, it's just like so pleasant, beautiful to look at, and like I said, through and through, this product, this brand is so iconic. And Natasha, both as a woman empowering other women to pursue their dreams, really shows that you really set yourself your own limits and boundaries, and then if you dream enough and you work hard enough, you're gonna get it. Just look at her. She started as a model and now look at Natasha. She's the owner of one of the most influential makeup brands in this decade and in decades to come, I am sure, because the quality of these products is just so amazing. Pricing, of course, is high-end, is luxury. This is luxury makeup. This is an experience. This is packaging. This is formulas, performance, artistry. I'm just speechless. I'm just rambling at this moment, my beautiful babies. I'm just so overjoyed and so happy. It took me a while to film this video. It's a lengthy one, and as usual, I just want to say thank you if you made it up to the end of this video. If you watched the entire thing, thank you. Thank you so much. You have no idea what it means to me. My channel is super small, but I'm always trying to push the boundaries, my own limits, financially, when it comes to time, when it comes to creativity, when it comes to the artists and the products that I want to feature on my channel, and to give you my most honest and thorough review. None of these products were given to me. I bought everything myself. Sis, I'm talking, and I have no interest whatsoever in pleasing anyone but you that so generously share a little bit of your day and a little bit of your time with Joey the Hoey. This is gonna be the end for today's video, and this is not by any means the last time you're gonna be seeing these puppies and these babies be featured on my channel. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, following me on Twitter, JoGomezBeauty1, the one and only baby, on IG, where you can find me as Jo Gomez Beauty. And again, thank you so much for having fun with me in the second episode of my first time trying Natasha Denona. Natasha and I, we're gonna be like this from now on because I just fell in love. I was already in love with her artistry, but now I am even more in love with her as a brand owner and as someone who knows what is doing. Finally, let me just remind you that you and I have a date very soon. Goodbye, my beautiful babies. Love you. Bye.